I think one person must admit they are wrong. Because if we go with this, and I'm not doubting whatever the State Department has done, then we discover it had a problem. Do we go back to Kenya and tell them, no, they were not these titles, they were these titles? I think it's a very serious issue. Somebody must own it up, because if the Treasury tabled a BPS which has mistakes in Parliament, is also meeting the entire country.
Annual target was 8,000 and the achievement was 1,284. Why should we target you almost double to 14,000? Again, you can see here on number of parcels, you targeted at 50,000, you achieved 9,514. Why should you target 200,000 compared to what you achieved here?
I think that's what I've just explained, Honorable Chair. For example, I'm just being...
P.S. the question is, how
yes.
scientific is this?
It is.
Because we should be able to derive
yes.
Some of these targets based on our past performance.
Yes.
So that it's not just, dropping figures. I mean, there must be some rationale which can be justified so that even our targets are smart. I mean, you're able to convince people. You see what we are saying? After we are done with this meeting, we are going to do this presentation to other people. So you must convince us first.
In the last financial year, we did 12,000, Honorable Chair. Our target as per the document maybe you have was around 16,000. That was a target that we had given ourselves before the budget cuts. We had done 12,000 in the last financial year. But when the budget cut came, we reviewed downwards to 8,000, Honorable Chair. As of December, we are done 1,200. Honorable Chair, we now have the titles for Kipini, which is part of this, which was supposed to be issued by the President actually, I think on Thursday. We have titles for Kipini, we have titles for Weru, around 6,000. We have titles for Mijikenda, which is part of the settlement. If we ask the same report, Honorable Chair, next month, we will have surpassed the 8,000 targets that was given to us. What happens is that the first half of this financial year was a bit slow, Honorable Chair, and we were not supposed to meet, which we ought to have been at 4,000 if we were to go.
You see, that's the kind of information we need. We don't work in the ministry, and you know it. You don't involve us in your activities, so we're not able to, track down. Because if you give this document to a person who doesn't sit in this committee, you'll not be able to convince him. I mean, what I'm trying to say, Banapias, is that you have a lot of information which you are not willing to share. Like in Kipini and all those other places you have mentioned. But you see, we don't have that information. So it becomes a bit hard for us. Because what we have done is just to hold information.
I'm sorry, Honorable Chair. We were just filling the form as it asked the information. There was no provision for any other projects that are ongoing, Honorable Chair. And we were asked to provide the information as at 31st of December, Honorable Chair, and we were just sticking to the format of the form that is provided.
And explain yourself and say this figure is based on 1, 2, 3, 4. Something that we're able to touch and feel and even visualize from a distance. And because we're just looking at these figures. We don't know the basis under which you are giving a target of 200. Given the fact that when you had a target of 50, you were only able to achieve 9,000, which is not even a quarter. It could be just around 1/5 of your initial target. And we are saying that it's not so realistic that you can move from 50 to 200 when, So, but when we have information, then it becomes easier for us to understand and even conceptualize on how you're going to achieve this.